Hey guys, what's up? Irish Emerald here. Welcome back to another episode of our Road to Top 100 in PU. I want to first, and welcome back to the Core Forces YouTube channel. Totally butchered that intro. But anyways, I first and foremost want to open up by apologizing for actually not having one up last week. If you guys haven't, I know most of you guys don't, some of you guys probably follow me on my socials and on my YouTube channel, but if you don't, basically, what's going on is that I'm looking to move houses at the moment, so I haven't been able to sit down and record no stream as anywhere near as much as I want to because of the whole process of looking for houses, viewing houses, going through all the legal stuff, and then I haven't quite moved in yet because I still got to actually move. Don't want to bore you with details, but basically life has just been kicking my ass, so I haven't been able to actually sit down and record as much for of this series for you guys. But hopefully that can change fairly soon. But between the last episode and today's episode, unfortunately, Lilligant has been banned from PU and been bumped up to PUBL. So we are going to have to find a replacement for Lilligant before we even, progress with laddering for you guys today. So hopefully we can do that, and hopefully we can actually have a little bit of success today, because I know we've had a little bit of trial and tribulations, but we have actually gotten a lot better. I think that we kind of have cracked it in the last episode. Hopefully today, when we find a decent replacement for Lilligant, we could keep on going with that. So unfortunately, Lilligant, you're gone. Bye bye. And by the way, guys, if you're hyped for today's episode, please smash the like button down below for me. But we are going to have to remove Lilligant right there, and to be honest, guys, I would definitely like grass type to still remain as a setup sweeper if we can find one. Mainly because we are going to force in water type with our Flareon at some point once they see us set up, and it'd be really nice to be able to kind of bring in Lilligant either when we need to switch out, or if a water type picks off Flareon, we can bring Lilligant and get, or not Lilligant, but a grass type and set up. So let's see if we can find one that actually fits the mold that we're looking for. If we can't, we will look elsewhere for another Pokemon that can set up, because I definitely feel like our team is maybe lacking a little bit of setup. I know Scyther has it, but it would definitely nice to actually have something else that can do the job for us. And of course, I would definitely like speed. I think definitely getting the speed boost with Quiver Dance that we got was very, very nice. But if we can't find it, we won't sweat, and we will find something else. Looking down the list here, I'm not seeing anything that's kind of calling out to me saying, oh, use me Irish, I got set up, I can do work for you, don't worry. But I'm not quite seeing it just yet. I can't quite see anything that's really calling out to me. Simi Sage, I know you get set up, but you're not going to get like Quiver Dance or Dragon Dance or anything like that. I was kind of looking for something along those lines, or something bug enough to take it and set up. Like Gourgeist or something like that. Because that is what I'm mostly looking for. I'm not seeing anything. Okay, hold on. Let's have a look for, okay, Quiver Dance. We probably don't have too many replacements, like out and out replacements. Oh, no, what, Blossom? Nah, you're not a decent replacement, so we're going to scratch that. Dragon Dance, is there a way that we can, is there like any decent Dragon Dance uses we can get here? Because we could have an offensive water type here. Because we do have answers to grass types. We have a couple of answers to grass types. So it would be nice maybe if we got another water type in here to maybe do a bit of work. I know we can't get, like, Dragonair isn't going to do the work for us. But if we can get a water type in here. But unfortunately, Seadra isn't going to work. Wishcash isn't going to work. That's just going to add to the weakness. Okay, none of them appeal to me whatsoever. So Dragon Dance and Quiver Dance are out. What about Swords Dance? Oh, we already have a Swords Dance user in Scyther. Now, unless we make Scyther, unless we use Scyther a little bit more aggressively, we might have to. If we use Scyther a little bit more aggressively, that could be our setup sweeper or setup breaker. But I don't really want to do that. Now, to be fair, I am rocking out with a lot of setup with Flareon and Scyther, so it's not a big deal, but definitely something I was enjoying having. I'm not seeing anything that's really calling out to me to say that this is the thing for us. Now, I definitely want something to do with water types. Maybe an electric type could be the job here. Something like Magnetric could do a bit of work. Alolan Raichu. See, the problem with Alolan Raichu is we already have Kadabra, so I don't really want to kind of go down that route. Tangela, Victory Bell, not feeling either of those. Stoutland, not feeling Stoutland. Spiritomb will give us an awful lot of bulk. To be fair to it, but I'm going to stay away from that. So anything here that's kind of called out to me that really says that we could use it. I know Cacturn could be an option, but I might again. I'm not feeling that as well. Executor, I'm not feeling that. Electivire, Electrode. Electrode would give us like an insane speed here, like 150 base speed. That's nuts, absolutely nuts. I don't have Stealth Rocks, right? Now that I think about it, I don't have the Stealth Rocks anymore. So maybe getting Stealth Rocks could be nice, because I do have Defog support. So maybe looking for Stealth Rocks and seeing if we can find an answer, find something to do with that. Now I know we've looked at this several times when I've been building, and it's never been easy. But let's see if we can actually find something now that can do it. Something that's not weak to water and that's not named Dunsparce or Pinecone. Something that can actually be of use to us. Would be preferred. Again, not seeing anything that's really calling out to me to say that it could be used. Like Cradilly could be an option here in the grand scheme of things, because it is especially bulky. We can set up rocks. It is immune to water types. It is weak to fighting, but I do not have a fighting weakness at the moment. It is not weak to ground. It's mostly fighting here that I'm a little bit worried about. To be honest, I'm looking at Cradilly, and Cradilly could be the pickup here. Could be the pickup. Now, if I could just go around Parados here and just throw a Scarf down for the lows. But maybe like that could be an option maybe if we're struggling with something else down the road. Honestly, I'm looking at Cradilly and I'm digging it. I'm digging Cradilly. Let me have a look. Let me have a look at what like the Smogon analysis says of Cradilly, just so I can kind of wrap my head around what it does. Like our team, like we're very bulky there. I don't know why I have missing 8 EVs there. Showdown, have you messed up my EV since I've last been here? That's fine. That's fine. We put 8 into defense. Scyther, you're bulky. Maybe having you specially defensive actually is the ticket. Maybe having you specially defensive is the ticket. I think this is it. So let's go with Cradilly. I don't see why not. Leftovers, Storm Drain is the option. Stealth Rocks, Recover. So we actually have a reliable recovery there. Toxic and Rock Slide. I definitely want Giga Drain here because you're going to have to be dealing with a host of water types. So Rock Slide is not something that I want on you. I definitely would prefer Giga Drain. Do I want Toxic? If I'm looking at this team, I don't want Toxic. I definitely want Giga Drain. Why have you got hold on, why are you rocking Rock Slide here? What is the idea here? Let me have a look. I'm trying to figure this out. Rock Slide is the preferred stab move as allows Create to pressure common threats such as Oricorio and Swanna. No, I haven't seen Oricorio nor Swanna so far. Well, we've seen what Oricorio, but I haven't seen Swanna. But we could run Giga Drain and Rock Slide and run a negative speed nature because we have a nice bit of speed knocking around on the team. And to be honest, I think maybe run negative speed might be the trick. And that will allow us to have Giga Drain and Rock Slide hitting very hard, and we can set up rocks, recover our HP back, and generally just being a pest. Because if we can get rocks up and then pressure teams, we can rock it, or we can go with that. So let's try this out as a nice option. We're not as actually offensive as before, so that actually might help us out because we got a lot more bulk. So that actually might help me not fail as much anyways. So let's give this a go and see if we can continue rising up on the ladder. Where is PU? I'm blind. There, oh, I'm not there. I found it. If anyone was wondering where we're at in the ladder, actually, we haven't actually rose or fallen too much. You can kind of see it there. Let me give you a better view. But we're kind of just below 1200 still. I don't know how because I haven't been doing a tap when it comes to I've been doing a tap when it comes to actually recording. But hopefully we can climb the ladder, maybe get up to 1230 or something like that. That'd be kind of slick and nice. So let's see what we got and let's go from there. I am still recording. Hey God, that would have been awful if I wasn't. But anyways, right, first match out the gate here. We have Alolan Raichu, Alolan Persian, Lycanroc Midday, Oricorio Sensu. just as we said, I've only seen one Oricorio. There is one. Lantern and Alone Dodrio. So Arcadilly can deal with this Lantern, probably could deal with this Oricorio Sensu. Need to watch out for Drill Run with Lycanroc. But Arcadilly can do an awful lot of work here against this team, which is really, really nice. And watch outside of, if we can get rid of this Loading Persian, then our Kadabra could do a little bit of work and all that kind of good stuff. So let's leave our Credilly, get our rocks up, as he's going to leave with his Loading Persian. Okay, cool. Let me go for my rocks. He's just going to go taunt. That's fair enough. Okay, that's relatively standard. I need to get better at doing that one. Now I could go into Skuntank. Could go into Gastrodon. I kind of feel like there's no point going to Gastrodon trying to get Toxic off on this thing. It's just going to be a bit of a waste. He's probably going to go Dark Pulse or Knock Off here. If he goes for either or, maybe the play is Skuntank, because I don't see a rock outside of Alone Dodrio or Lycanroc here. I could go into Scyther, but I don't want to get this thing rattled or anything like that, and I do not want to knock off my item. So I'm going to go into my Skuntank here. Let's see what it goes for. It goes for Toxic, that's fine. I don't see a need to do anything other than go for Poison Jab. I think it's fairly safe. He actually just goes to the taunt, trying to figure out what I'm going to do to him. I'm just going to go Poison Jab. We do snag the poison, and we reveal that he's leftovers. Cool. So he's not some weakness policy shenanigans. Fantastic. I'm just going to keep going for another Poison Jab, because we do have the high chance to get poison. He just goes in with his Alone Dodrio, expecting that. That's fair. I don't want to bring in Scyther here. I would like to bring in Gastrodon, as he just goes straight for Earthquake, gets a massive crit, and he is Life Orb. Now that blows for us. I definitely want to preserve my Gastrodon here, because I can definitely get HP back on this thing. If that's the case, I'm going to bring in my Scyther, as he goes for another Earthquake. This is going to be a little bit painful here, guys, but I know he's Life Orbed. I could Roost, or could U-turn. He is going to outspeed me here, unfortunately, but I don't really have a mana to come in on this thing. What is the least expendable mon on my team, or the most expendable mon, I should say? I think Scyther does good work against the Raichu and the Persian, but only on switches. Actually, to be honest, he's got an awful lot of answers for my Scyther. Like getting damage, like beating the loaded Persian would be nice for Scyther, but Raichu's gonna beat it because of the speed and click Thunderbolt. So will Lycanroc. Yeah, I think we could just go for the U-turn here, to be honest, and get a bit of chip. He actually goes for Stone Edge and misses. Big miss there for him. We U-turn out, and we get caught in the tangling here. That's fine. I feel like we can go into my Kadabra here, and we could just go for the Energy Ball. I think that's just the play. Let me just double check that Energy Ball is better than anything else. This Dodrio is actually kind of being a little bit of a problem, but I think we should be fine with Energy Ball. Yeah, we should be fine with Energy Ball. Let me just change back that screen. Energy Ball is the play. He goes for a Sucker Punch and knocks us out. Okay, that's a bad play by me. I should have seen that one coming from a mile away. Honestly, this Dodrio is doing work against me. Doing absolute work against me here, and I'm not a fan of it. I could go out into my Scyther again, pivot around. I feel like we have to kind of go into Scyther. The crit on Gastrodon was massive. I'm not a fan of that. That absolutely stunk for us. Maybe Cradilly, or maybe I have to risk Gastrodon. No, I don't want to risk Gastrodon just yet. I think we try and go for Scyther again, and maybe go for the Aerial Ace this time. He does land the Stone Edge. I have no answer for this thing at the moment. I have to just try and wear it down. It blows. He's probably going to sweep me with this thing. I'm going to go Giga Drain. He's probably going to go Iron Head. We do manage to kind of eat it. Oh, God, what is this game? You can heal up on Lantern and the like. So, because I still feel like we could potentially win this game, but the luck has been atrocious. I'm going to bring my Skuntank, and Aftermath should potentially kill it within this range. Come on, Aftermath, please, and thank you. No Aftermath there. Oh my day. I was highly expecting Aftermath to come in and be our savior, but we got no such luck. EQ's going to pick us off. At least it's not going to be a... Well, it's probably going to be a 5-0 win, but this could not have gotten off to any worse of a start. He's probably just, like, honestly, a good player would just go for EQ here. Yeah. I don't know how, like... I definitely feel like the play was going to Gastrodon, but once Gastrodon went down, once we got once we got critted, absolute disaster. To be honest, absolute disaster. Is there a quick change I can make to the team, like Earthquake? Earthquake doesn't kill us. It's just the Steel move did. The combination of the two absolutely wrecked us. If we keep seeing a lot of low drills, that's definitely a switch we'll have to make, but maybe not just yet. Bit premature to go thinking about changing the team. I just think that was probably the worst possible scenario we could have gotten in. I think we made the right move going to Gastrodon, but because I feel like Gastrodon can eat 2 of those, but the crit was huge, and then forgetting about Sucker Punch was massive for me. But I suppose I could have baited in, could have brought Skuntank, baited it in, whatever. I probably should have done that a little bit more. I think me forgetting about Sucker Punch and then everything else combined definitely kind of had a factor there. But anyways, we see Aggron, Zebstrika, Claydol, Primeape, Roselia, and Sableye. I think Primeape is the lead, if I'm being perfectly honest. I'm going to leave it with my Scyther. As he leads with Claydol. Now that's actually a very decent start for us. I'm just going U-turn. He might go into Aggron. I just got to try and eat that, but I'm just going to U-turn out this Claydol. If Claydol stays in and goes for Stealth Rocks, I can bring my Skuntank. As he does stay in, I'm just going to bring Skuntank. That is the play. As he just gets his rocks up. I'm going to defog these immediately. No point having these staying up on our side of the field. Who does he switch in here? Switches in Sableye. Alright, okay, cool. You can Will-O-Wisp me here, which is a little bit annoying. I wouldn't mind going out. If he's going to go for the Will-O-Wisp, we should go out into our Flareon. I'm going to do that because I predicted Will-O-Wisp. He actually just goes knockoff, which we eat up like a boss. I could go Flare Blitz, maybe grab the kill, but part of me would like to go Z-move. If I go Z-move here, who does he go out into? He probably doesn't have a move. Unless he goes out... No, he's not going to go out and Scarf and Primeape. I can go Z-move here and potentially break through one of his mons. I'm going to do just that. As what have I... Oh, I misclicked. Oh my god. Oh my god. Well, oh, guys, if you're watching this, feel free to have a go at me in the chat. Or in the comment section, I should say. That blows. That blows. Yeah, no other option there. That absolutely sucked. That absolutely sucks for us. Right, we're going to have to try and figure a way out around this. He's probably going to go for the recover here. I'm going to go for SD because as he goes for the recover, as he just decided to switch out. Okay, you got knockoff and taunt. I'm going to just U-turn out of here, out of this Aggron. Not worth the hassle staying in. We get a little bit chipper. Breakthrough is 30. I'm going to go into my Gastrodon. Oh, we would have actually beaten that Sableye and forced in that Primeape if I had not misclicked. I'm an idiot. Honestly, I'm an idiot. I feel like EQ is the option. He won't bring Claydol, I don't think. I think we just got EQ. He does bring Claydol. Fair enough. Nice read. Nice read. But we can stay on this Claydol for days. I could Scald. I could Toxic. I feel like he might go Toxic himself or Stealth Rocks. If he does either, I probably can 2-KO with Scald. He actually just goes for Toxic. I'm just going to go for the Scald. Get the damage off. We bring him down to 5%. I could probably bring in Skuntank as he gets rocks up. Or I could just pick him off here. I think we just pick him off here. As he actually... I don't know why he decided to elect to keep the Claydol. But Sableye goes down. And in comes this Roselia. Now, probably, potentially trying to set up Toxic Spikes or Spikes. I'm just going to switch out, bring in my Skuntank. Skuntank can deal with this. No need to worry too much about it. Just get up out of here. Still thinking that Primeape is Scarf, so we've got to keep Kadabra in the back. And I used to have Claydol down low. He literally does go for Giga Drain straight out of the bat. I'm going to go for Pursuit. I don't think he stays in here. I'm going to go for Pursuit, try and get the extra damage. As he actually stays in and went for Synthesis. So he's just going to be one of those bulky mons. Fair enough. I'm going to just keep going for Pursuit. Like as he goes for Spikes. I'm not allowing him to set up Spikes here. Not allowing it. Like he does get the free switch out there, which is fine. I don't want a Hazard up on my side of the field. He does get that +2 attack, which is not nice. He's got a plethora of options here for. He's got a plethora of options here for this gosh diggity darn for hazards, I should say. I'm feeling we bring in Scyther because I need Skuntank around to remove hazards, and I do not want him to. I don't want him to get notions of. I don't want him getting notions of thinking he can just chip away at me and get hazards up for free once Skuntank is gone. So I don't want that to happen. I think if you're locked into close combat, you're going to switch. You're going to probably switch out into the Aggron. I'm going to go for U-turn. I feel like that's probably the best play to do. He's staying in. Yeah, I definitely feel like he's scarfed. We get a little bit of chip with where we bring in Aggron. I feel like we can bring in Gastrodon. And I think Skulls are kind of middle ground play here, because I feel like he might switch in Claydol as a sack, or bring in Roselia as a hard switch. We could have also brought in Cradilly, but after seeing like he's not lefties, he might be some other crazy set with Head Smash. I just want to kind of pick it off and go from there. I definitely feel like we've kind of bounced back a little bit after losing Flareon so easily. We've bounced back a little bit and we've kind of settled ourselves down. Definitely, that first game was getting to me, man. That first game was getting to me. Like I'm looking at it, I'm like, how did that game get away from us? He does decide to sack the Claydol. Claydol goes down, which is absolutely fantastic. In comes this Roselia. He can get probably Spikes up, or he's going to go for Giga Drain. I'm bringing my Scyther here, as he brings in his Primeape. I'm okay with that. He must have made a decision. He must have thought I was going to go into Skuntank or Cradilly there. I do outspeed this thing unless it's Scarfed, and he's going to go for Stone Edge. I could Roost here, or I could Aerial Ace. I feel like a Roost is a nice play actually, so I'm going to go for Roost. He actually has Gunk Shot, and he does snag that poison, which I'm fairly okay with. I'm going to go for Aerial Ace, as in comes Zed Striker, to eat a little bit. Eat a little bit of damage. Brilliant. Now I think I definitely want to keep Kadabra in the back. Kadabra in the back is, I think, our potential win con. But I'm now staying here against the Zed Striker. This Scyther is quite valuable to me. I'm going to bring Cradilly, as I feel like Cradilly is the answer as we eat that up. Probably brings in. Oh, he brings in this thing. That is interesting. I'm going to set my Stealth Rocks as he goes for Giga Drain. I'll probably just try and scout what I'm going to do there. I get my rocks up. I'm going to bring in my Scyther here. On maybe a Spikes or a Sludge Bomb. Okay, fair enough. Again, I could Roost off the damage here, or I can U-turn out. I'm going to Roost off the damage. There's no point me trying to go too crazy here. We just go Roost, we land, he goes for a Synthesis, that's fine. I'm going to go for the Aerial Ace this turn. So Striker's going to come in. I think we're going to start wearing him out now at this point, you guys. Because every time Roselia is going to come in, it's going to take damage. All that kind of good stuff. I'm just going to bring Cradilly. I don't think he has anything that kind of breaks through me. He might full switch here, and if he full switches, he probably has to go into Aggron. If he's got Iron Head to probably try and break through me. If that happens, that's fine. It actually brings in Primeape. Actually, I should remember Primeape is definitely the answer here. Probably goes close combat. I wouldn't mind going into Skuntank at this point. I feel like we're almost at the point. I need a little bit more chip on damage on Aggron, but Kadabra can do an awful lot of work very, very soon. Yeah, I think we bring in Skuntank, as he actually does go for the close combat. Gets a nice. We actually get a nice bit of damage off on that. You're a Scarf, so I know Scyther is relatively free here to bring in. as he actually brings in Aggron. Cool. I still have no idea what this Aggron wants to do. I'm just going to turn out. Again, more chip, constantly more chip. I feel like we could bring in Skuntank here, maybe get a bit more Rocky Helmet damage. As he goes Rock Polish. Fair enough. I'm clicking Sucker Punch all day here and getting chip. As he just knocks out EQ. Aftermath again because it's a non-contact move just sucks. Absolutely sucks. I feel like we have to go Gastrodon here. We have to go Scald. We should be able to live 1 EQ. Roselia is a little bit of an issue, but the fact that you're so weak and Zebstrika is so weak, there's a heavy slam, we eat that up. And we knock out the Aggron. Perfect. That leaves Zebstrika, Primeape, and Roselia. Roselia was always going to be the play there. I feel like we could bring in Scyther. I think that's a fair play, getting the spikes up at that point. Aerial Ace though is our play. You're either going to try and knock me out or get another layer of spikes up. We just knocked that Roselia out. That should be game at this point, you guys. Considering that I have Kadabra in the back, then just kind of come in and just click Psychic and win me the game. Because we would outspeed the Zebstrika, we would outspeed Primeape. And even then, if the Zebstrika is scarfed and beats me up, then it's if we could just go for Credillia and beat it, you know. As we somehow I don't know how he managed to. I don't know why he stayed in there, but fair enough. We're gonna go for another air race. Just pick this thing off. Let us go down. Bring in Kadabra and go for the Psychic, and that should be GG's. That should be GG's. Awesome. Okay, that one went way better because we were much more control of the game. If I hadn't misclicked early, because I was still tilted from the previous game, it would have been nicer. But it is what it is. We just got to press forth and carry on. So let's get another battle in and see what happens. I liked Credillia there. That gave our team was a lot more balanced, being able to come in and out of those hits. Whereas beforehand, maybe in another rendition of our team, we really would have struggled with that. But I think the balance of the team at the moment is very, very nice. It's just that maybe I think the crit with Gastrodon sucked. That was sucked. And then I missed with the first game. Still annoys me. I'm still tilted about it. But anyways, almost upwards. Let's see if we can get another game here and push on. There we go, finally. Okay, so we see Skuntank, Jellicent, we see Gordur, Mesprit, Clefairy, and Manectric. So Clefairy is going to be one of those really annoying, Evolite sets. Mesprit is probably the lead. And I think looks like Skuntank is going to be, gosh diggity darn, has the control. I'm going to leave with my Scyther. I think that's the best lead. As he does leave with his Mesprit. I'm just U-turn out. If he goes for his rocks, I can bring in my Skuntank. If he stays in, if he splits out, we get our momentum. No need to go any too crazy outside of that. But I feel like that's what he goes for. If he's going to switch it, I feel like he probably goes out into Gordur. No, actually, he's not going to go into Gordur. Stop that. Probably going to go into Clefairy or Skuntank. One or the two. He's not going to go into Gordur in case I do a crazy prediction, go for air relays. I'm just going to go for the U-turn and get our momentum. And all that kind of jazz. Actually, let me start the timer here. This guy is, this guy's been chilling out doing whatever he wants, So I think we just go U-turn, get out of here. You could also bring in Clefairy. I don't know what this Clefairy is going to do. It's the beauty of playing at in this tier. I have no idea what half the stuff is. A lot of the times when I play Oreo or UU or what have you, I kind of have a fair idea of what mon's going to be doing what or something like that. I can kind of grasp what they're doing. Down at this tier, I have no clue what's going on. No clue. So I'm definitely just trying to keep figuring stuff out. Like Clefairy, okay, you're going to Evolite with some bulk, but outside that, I have no idea what you're going to do. I have no notion. Jellicent actually in PU. Jellicent can do an awful lot of work. It is quite bulky, so that is definitely something to keep in mind if we struggle with the team or what have you. I quite like it at the moment. Quite like it. Watch me rage in 2 battles time when I'm like, oh, I'm not liking this team, But we're just going to pivot out. You turn out here. If this guy could make a move, that would be awesome. That would be pretty slick, man. Just saying. It'd be nice if you made a move. because that way, you know, I can actually talk about the battle itself, you know, rather than actually going into a big man monologue. I could tell you guys about my life, you know, but no one wants to hear that. You guys want to see me fail. So, you know, if I'm failing, I'm definitely failing getting battles in. Excuse me. That's definitely a thing. Oh my god, don't tell me I'm going to have to... 60 seconds left. Oh my god. I'll message him when I say you're there, bud. Because I haven't seen him make a move. No. Actually, while we're waiting, we could always just check out our ranking. Actually, I don't want to change my avatar. How bad did that let these two losses affect us? Yeah, we went down. Don't blame it. Oh, 30 seconds. But anyways, I feel like the team though is quite nice. The problem with the aftermath is that like aftermath is really good if I need to sack something and get damage off the one that was that is kind of about to like steamroll me a little bit. But when it's a non-contact move, it's almost useless. Like we're not going to be able to get the aftermath off, and that really sucks. So if I can it is definitely a contact move, right? It is definitely contact move. Yeah, with a contact move, yeah. The move's user loses 1/4 of its max HP. Like, we got that one. That sucked. But like, definitely try and play around that is a little bit annoying. But if I can get that up and running a little bit more, that'd be fantastic. That'd be ideal for us. Absolutely ideal. But it's just the fact that we haven't been able to so far. Anyways, we got another battle. Let's try and see if this one actually. And this guy is active. Yeah, he's got the timer on. Hold on. So we see Lunatone. I've no idea what that's going to do. Jellicent, Levani. That's probably going to try and get up webs. Lycanroc, Regice, and Dusknoir. So Lycanroc's definitely going to be our Scyther counter. Levani's going to be knocking around trying to get webs up. And I have no idea about Lunatone. I think he's probably going in with Lycanroc, Levani, or Lunatone, or maybe Dusknoir. But I definitely feel like Levani is a solid lead. So I'm going to bring it with Scyther, because he might want to get webs up. He's going to lead with Jellicent. I'm just going to U-turn out of here. Get up, out of here. No point staying in against this Jellicent when I can bring in Skuntank immediately. So we're just going to U-turn out. Don't mind about that cursed body. That's fine. I actually know your ability now, which is fantastic. Let me go into my Skuntank. As he went Willow. That's a nice play actually by him. To be fair, that is actually a tidy play. I could Pursuit here. I might try and Pursuit after trap him here actually. He actually stays in and goes for the Water Spout. Now, thankfully, we did damage there. I need to keep Skuntank around because Levani and such. So, we ain't staying around here, guys. I'm going to go into my Cradilly. I anticipate another Water Spout or such, but we ain't staying around here. No way, no how. I'm going to get my rocks up here, as he's going to go for the Willows. That's fine. Getting my rocks up is actually quite valuable for me because it breaks Levani's potential sash if it's webs. So that works really nicely. I'm going to go for my Giga Drain, get a bit of damage off. He has Ice Beam for us. That's fine. I'm going to get a bit of chip there with my Giga Drain. And I could potentially... Am I going to get into the Stall Fest with this guy? We'll see. I don't particularly want to. I think I eventually would beat him. Oh, no, sorry. He gets a free recover here this turn. He gets a free recover this turn. I could bring in Gastrodon. I think we're bringing Gastrodon now. As he goes for his recover. I get a Toxic off. I know his moveset. He's going to get an awful lot of burns, which is a bit unfortunate. But if I can get a Toxic off here and put this thing on a timer, then this thing is much easier to beat at that point. Ooh, Jellicent. As he brings in Dusknoir. Alright, okay. Can we land? Thank you. Brilliant. That's actually quite ideal for us. I no idea what you want to go for, but you should outspeed me here. So, with that being the case, I would like to go for Recover just to kind of scout. He is going to go for Power Up Punch. Alright, okay. If he's going to go for Power Up Punch, I need to keep Skuntank around for Levani. So, don't even think about sacking the Irish. Don't even think about it. I think we go for... do we go for Scald? I think we might go... I think we might go... Recover again, just to scout. He is just going to go for another one. Fair enough. Big part of me just wants to keep recovering here, just to stall this guy out. I'm afraid of him. I'm not going to lie, I'm big time afraid of him. And I would like Gastrodon for Lunatone potentially, and Lycanroc. And I need Skuntank knocking around. And I actually really need Gastron here. Big time. Big time. How about I don't need Scyther here? I could bring in Flareon. Click Flare Blitz. Get some damage off. I could bring in... like, Flareon for me is maybe a nice play. But I need it for Regice. I feel like we bring in Scyther here. I think Scyther is a nice middle ground play. He actually goes for EQ. And that worked out super nicely for us. I'm going to go for the Aerial Ace this turn. As he went for the Shadow Snake, we eat that up. And Dusknoir goes down. Okay, that worked perfectly for us. Jellicent, as Lunatone's going to come in here. Now, we should outspeed you by default. But I have no idea what you want to do here. I actually would like to bring in my Credility if I'm being honest. So I think we do just that. As he actually goes Rock Polish. Because I have no idea what this Lunatone wants to do to me. I have no idea. Like, this is all new. This is all newfound territory. I'm just going to go for the Giga Train. Get damage off on this thing. This thing looks like it's trying to sweep me. Which is a bit airy to be doing that, buddy. But it is what it is. Your speed, 262 times 2. He's got single beam. Oh, yeah, we wall you. Not only do we wall you, we beat you, buddy. Although he has weakness policy. Now, that has changed things. Single beam... Oh, was it single beam the last time did 27%. We should still be able to potentially kill him this turn. Yeah, we do kill him. I was thinking the roll would go in our favor. As in comes Nivani. Now I 100% do not want webs up on my side of the field, so I'm going to bring in Skuntank. As he goes X Scissor. I'm cool with that. That is fine by me. That's fine by me. Because I can bring in my Flareon. Or I can bring in my Scyther. I'm going to bring in Scyther. I lose nothing by going for an Aerial Ace into U-turn unless he brings in Lycanroc. So I'm just going to go Aerial Ace. I think that's what we do. I know your life orb, so I don't need to worry about too much. So I should outspeed, kill. He goes down to Jellicent. I lose nothing by going Aerial Ace and into U-turn here. I lose nothing by going for that combination. I feel like we go into Gastrodon. Try and get a Toxic off here. Yep, that's fine. Cover had to be your play. Cover had to be your play. I'm going to go for Toxic. You don't want to stay here with Jellicent. Yeah, that's fine, buddy. You can give me that all day. You can give me that all day long. And you're now Toxic. I feel like you... As he forfeits... Alright, perfect. Brilliant. GG. I feel like we were going to go into Credility there. But once Jellicent was Toxic, that meant he was on a timer. And between... I think we had enough offense to be able to finish him off eventually. So that actually worked out quite well. That was one of our battle battles. Hopefully we can continue on that trend as the video goes on. Okay, perfect. So our next matchup is Ludicolo Kabutops. I'm immediately seeing Rain here with Electrode as the Rain setter. Yeah, this is a Rain team. This is going to be absolute nightmare to deal with. Although at least with Rain we have Gastrodon and Credility that can soak up water moves, but it's going to be a nightmare. Credility is going to have to be there for the Ludicolo, and Gastrodon is going to have to be there for Kabutops, and we have to keep them both alive for as long as possible. I'm going to leave it with my Scyther, predicting Respirate lead. If he brings in Electrode, then we have to switch out into Credility. This is going to be a tough matchup because of the Rain, but we'll see where it takes us. He doesn't D-leave with Scyther. I'm just U-turn. Oh, not Scyther. Respirate. I'm U-turn out here. No, I do not need to stay in here. If he goes for Rocks... Oh, if he stays and goes for Rocks, we bring in Skuntank. I can go for Pursuit or Defog. What have you. Probably Defog is my better play. But we'll see what happens. The Kabutops going to be a bit scary. So is Ludicolo. Outside Rain. Like, outside Rain, they're not that scary. He does stay in. We do land a crit. I'm going to bring in my Skuntank. There's the Rain Dance. I'm going to go Pursuit right off the bat here, as I think he's going to hard switch into Ludicolo and Kabutops, because that's what I've seen the slow down the ladder in this tier before. So I'm just going to go Pursuit. Okay, you stayed in and you went U-turn, and you got hurt by the Rocky Helmet. Okay, so you're actually slower than me, which is interesting. All right, okay, you're slower than me, and I could have sworn. Yeah, we are actually not naturally faster than Respirate. That is something I totally forgot about. I'm hard swapping into my Credility here. As you're gonna go Hydro, I eat that up. Thank you very much. You're probably going to go Ice Beam. If you're not Specs, I'm going to go get my rocks up this turn. If you're not Specs, you go Ice Beam. If you are Specs, you're switching out right here. And you're going out into something else. You are not Specs. Perfect. I'm going to get my rocks up. This is lovely. I could go Giga Drain here. Get a little bit of chip. As I see that your life form. Ideal. I think Giga Drain is a nice play here. Overall. Because I feel we should be able to kind of just go for it. Get a bit of recovery off. And then I can just recover next turn. And keep my Cradilly nice and healthy. I got my rocks up, which is lovely. Swanna is not going to like coming in here, as neither is the Beartic. Let me give him my Giga Drain. We do nice damage actually right there. I think we go for another one of them. I think that's a very easy play to make. I think he has to. I think he's. If he's wanting to 1v1 me here, this is not a good idea for him. Mesper is dead on re-entry, which is fantastic. Electro. Actually, he does bring in Beartic here. That was definitely his play. That was 100% his play there. He had no other option. I feel like we could go out into Scyther. I want to keep Gastron healthy for Kabutops. We could also go out into Skuntank. We could also go into Flareon, but I feel like it's either going to be an Icicle Crash or a Gosh Dang Earthquake that's incoming. I feel like Skuntank is probably the play. Because Scyther can just pick off Ludicolo and Swanna and Mesprit and a few and Beartic outside the rain at this point. So I feel like Skuntank is probably the play here. So let's go for that. As he does indeed go for Icicle Crash. He does get the damage he wants, but I could go Sucker Punch here and pick this thing off. And as he went Aqua Jet, but at least he's dead to Aftermath. So that's a reasonably fair trade. I will take that because that means he has got nothing. Yeah, watch guys. Ludicolo doesn't make my Cradilly, and I can just leave with my Scyther here. As you bring in Swanna, I do outspeed, so I'm just going to go for a U-turn. We got a bit of chip. I'm going to bring in my Cradilly. I'm expecting Rain Dance here, folks. Defog. Alright, okay, cool. I get free rocks though. So I'm alright with that. Now he potentially can kill me with it, or not kill me, but start landing a lot more Hurricanes if he has it. But he has Ice Beam instead. And we're frozen! That sucks. Right. That absolutely blows. That absolutely blows. I kind of need you alive for Ludicolo. That does change a lot about this game. I feel like we probably go into Kadabra. But I need Kadabra to outspeed Electrode. This has changed the perplexion of the game massively, unfortunately. I feel like if we go into Scyther, I don't really want to. This has changed things massively for me because the freeze is horrendous. I don't want to bring in Gastrodon here. I don't want to bring in Kadabra. Kadabra outspeeds and kills the Electrode, right? But what does Flareon do for me here? It is a rain team. Flareon could probably kill the Electrode. But I feel like we can bring Flareon here. I think Flareon's our sack. Because it is a bona fide rain team. Right. I feel Return is the play. So let's go for that. There's the Skull. That kills us off. I'm alright with that. I'm going to bring in my Scyther. I get a free air release here, so let me just get that off. I'm expecting an Electro to have Rain Dance, because I haven't seen on this Swanna. I expected, and then Mesprit. I could understand why he had to get rid of rocks, because if Mesprit is his only Rain Dancer, then he had to get rid of rocks. But I'm not. I definitely feel like Electrode is also Rain Dance Thunder, something of that ilk. Because he's got Ludicolo and Kabutops here to put the self the rain for him. We have kept our rain answers in check, which is really, really nice. The freeze on Cradilly is just super annoying. There's no other way of putting it other than the fact that it's super annoying. Ludicolo is at 55%. What does he do here? I feel like he kind of goes out into his Electrode. No, he actually just sacked it. To be fair, the sack was on. I think now he brings out Electrode, which is exactly what he does. We could bring out... I think we bring out Credilli. As he does indeed go Rain Dance. That's fine. I want to go for my Stealth Rocks here in the worst possible way, so let me do that. Hopefully you thaw out, buddy. As we eat that full switch. And in comes Kabutops. That was definitely going to be his play. We don't muck around. We go for Gastrodon. He might... If he's probably going to have Waterfall, Stone Edge, maybe SD if he's not banded, and Knock Off. I think that's going to be his... I think that's his moveset. Oh, he has Superpower. Fair enough, buddy. Cool. I get free Earthquake here and kill him. That's what we go for. That's what we go for. If he goes down to Ludicolo, which he does do, I get a bit of chip, which is fine. That's actually resisted, and we did nice damage. I'm bringing my Credilli. I've no problem playing around this. Like, it's in the rain. This is not no problem with it whatsoever. We do manage to get or snag that special attack boost. It didn't go for the safe Giga Drain nor Hydro Pump or Ice Beam for whatever reason. I'm gonna go for my rocks this turn. Can we unthaw, please? Thank you. And we do get rocks up. Fantastic. I can get a recover as he forfeits. So we managed to get we snag another forfeit by getting the rocks up because he probably realized that Mesprit was going to go down, and we had enough to stall out the rain. That was ideal. That was perfect. Brilliant. Right, I'm going to go for another battle. Probably last battle of the video. Let's see if we can pick up another W. I'm really liking where this team is going, actually. We can actually stop an awful lot of threats that are lurking around, especially rain, whatever, which has been kind of good and fun. Right, here we see Scyther, Lurantis, Lycanroc, Matric, Absol, and Jellicent. I'm already seeing Scyther do a ton of work here against the Lurantis, the Absol, and potentially Jellicent. He might lead with Scyther, and he might lead with, or he might lead with Manetric. I feel like if he leads with any of those, Gastron could be the play, or Skuntank could be the play. I don't want to do my Credilli. I want to bring Credilli on Jellicent. I feel like Gastron might be the play here overall, so let me go for that. Yeah, as he actually leads with Lycanroc. That's fantastic. You are not staying in here against me. There's no chance. I'm going to go for the Toxic, as he might bring in Lurantis. He actually goes straight for the Taunt. That's fair enough. I can go for Earthquake or Scald here. Earthquake is probably better because I don't know what this Jellicent's move is. As he goes for his... he goes for a Stealth Rocks. That's fine. I'm going to go for another EQ. So you're definitely going to be something like that. Fair enough. Alright. Cool. That sucked, but at least we got Lycanroc out of the way. That... I don't understand that play, really. And the reason why I don't understand is because you don't have Magic Bounce. I can just bring Skuntank. You're not Mega. I can bring Skuntank. Fairly handy. I don't understand that because, like, I have a Scyther, right? You must keep Accelerock if I have a Scyther in order to make sure that I'm just going to defog, actually. So you go Z-move and beats us. Alright, okay. And no Aftermath. That sucks. I thought Z-move, because it's definitely Z-Play Rough, would definitely have done it, but I would never have thought that was going to be a Z-move variant there. But I would definitely have thought that Rocks on my side feeling for the whole game is going to suck. But I would definitely have thought that we would have been able to deal with this easily with Skuntank, but definitely the Z-move definitely caught me off guard. Let me think. We could still do an awful lot of work here, which is insane. Absolutely insane. He's definitely physical. I could bring in Scyther, and he doesn't have enough speed to do too much. So I'm just going to U-turn out. He might go Sucker Punch. He doesn't. Perfect. Now, I can't bring Gastrodon in here. So I'm going to have to bring Credilli. I'm going to have to get up my own rocks and force him to defog at some point. But I'm going to get up my own rocks at this point. As he goes Toxic. It's okay. It sucks, but it's okay. It has to be done. I think at this point I'm starting to feel like I don't need Rock Slide anywhere near as much as Giga Drain. Giga Drain for me does way more than Rock Slide does. I think that's definitely a change I'm going to make right now, actually, because I've had this matchup a few times where if I'm up against Bulky Water, I need Toxic, right? Because Giga Drain is not going to do enough. I think comes Lurantis. I'm alright with that. So he was definitely fearing a toxic there. That's cool. He might go superpower, which definitely blows. Definitely blows. If he goes for superpower, we're in trouble. But I could go on. I think we go on to our Flareon and spook this thing out as he goes defog. That's ideal for me because the rocks on my side of the field was way more annoying for me than it was for you. I'm actually thinking I can go for my Z-celebate, and I'm going to do just that. In comes the Jellicent. I'm alright with actually getting my Flareon to break through you because what's called Scyther should not be able to break through my Credilli too easily. I have Rock Scythe at the moment, but I should not be able to break through Credilli too easily. And I have my own Scyther, and I have Kadabra that can Choice Scarf and kill you. So being able to just pick you off or put you in range where Kadabra can just go Shadow Ball or Psychic is literally ideal. Or Dazzling Gleam even is ideal for me. So I'm just going to go Flare Blitz and just try and break through you. That did nothing. But at least I can get another hit off. But that did absolutely nothing. This Jellicent is ridiculously bulky. But I do get him down to 21%. He just goes for recover. If I can break this absolutely sucks. But I have to try and break through him. I have broke through him just there. He was very smart. He played that perfectly. He played that ideally. His Toxic Scald recover. I feel like actually Gastron could come in here and recover up. And I feel like we can get that. He's Hex. I didn't think he'd have that. I did not think he was going to carry that at all. We're in a slight bit of a jam here, folks. We're in a slight bit of a jam. Definitely the Z-move on Absol caught me. Caught me big time. I feel like Energy Ball is the play. So let's go Energy Ball. We definitely do over half. I'm gonna go for another Energy Ball, get a bit of chip on something. Lurantis. Oh, he's actually gonna bring his Scyther. That's okay. I'm gonna switch out into my Credilli. As he's probably gonna go. It goes Quick Attack. Alright, okay, so you got that tech. I can bring in my Stealth Rock. I can go for Stealth Rocks here. As he just goes for his SD. I get my rocks up. That really does help. That really helps me out, actually. I'm going to go Rock Side. Try and pick you off. And we get you down to 50%. Alright, okay. Now, I think at this range... Dazzling Gleam. I have to go Dazzling Gleam. Yeah, okay, yeah, he probably stacks this thing off, but Dazzling Gleam will kill this thing. He does have Quick Attack, though. That should be game, I think. I probably should have brought in Scyther, because I totally forgot about Quick Attack. So I probably should have brought in Scyther. Which definitely sucks, but it is what it is. That was definitely a massive misplay on my part. Definitely a massive play on my part. I'm just going to go Aerodaze. But GG, that happened. That happened. The Z-move and Absol killed me. And then the Z-move and Absol absolutely wrecked because I was kind of a little bit behind the Apex after that because we had rocks on my side of the field, and then that got enough chip on me to really cause havoc, which really sucked. I definitely don't agree with how he played Lycanroc at the start, but the combination of Lycanroc and the Z Absol definitely did the number on me because had if Skuntank was able to get defogged, it has its way on the Absol, and Absol was forced to go for another move to pick off my Skuntank, then we would have been in a really nice position because even though I would have lost Skuntank and Gastron would have been really low, I would have gotten rocks off my side of the field, and I would have potentially had Absol within range of Dazzling Gleam or later down the line, or I would have been able to bring Scyther much more freely. Without having to take rocks, etc., etc. Flareon would have came in without rocks. It would have been a good time, but it is what it is. It is what it is. I think what was it? Were we 2-2 in this episode? I think we were 2-2. We have bumped up though, so we mustn't have done too badly. 18 wins, 10 losses. Yeah, that record isn't great, guys. I'm not gonna lie, but we at least we have climbed. We climbed to roughly where I wanted to be, which is really, really nice. So I definitely will take that. I will take that to the bank. But overall, I think the team is decent. We'll try Toxic out and create it a little bit more because I feel like that's definitely going to be a problem that we're going to have to go deal with is that bulky water types like Jellicent, we do not beat them, but having Toxic on Cradily will allow us to 1v1 them a lot more and force them out before they beat us, because they will not have the stab move to beat us. So having Toxic is actually vital. I was wondering why we need Toxic. Having Toxic on both these mons for bulky water types is probably the move to go for. But we'll see. We might change up Gastron's move to something else, like maybe Clear Smog or something, because or Rockside actually, because of what's called Cradily is probably going to be our first answer into bulky water types. But we'll see how it goes, and we'll probably leave it there at that. So guys, I'm going to wrap it up here for today's episode. If you guys enjoyed today's video, please click the like button down below for me. If you guys got any comments on today's video, whether it be good, bad, or indifferent, let me know in the comment section down below. Can you your thoughts on the team, the small change we made? I normally have this outro down to a T, but yeah, community thoughts on the team, the video, all that kind of good stuff, whether it be good, bad, or indifferent. There we go. And last but not least, if you want to see more road to top 100 action coming away on this channel, or more content in general from all the other content creators, definitely smash the subscribe button down below for me and click that bell icon. Definitely check out my socials and YouTube's shenanigans as well in the description down below too. And yes, on that note, I'm going to get on up out of here. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.